Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you perking good. So, this bitch has air conditioning now. Yay! I went between a week and 2 weeks without air conditioning, living in the South here in the United States. If you went on my community tab posts, you could see my thermostat saying 91 degrees in the house for prolonged periods of time. It's been a time. So, thank y'all for your patience as I was dealing with that. There was no way I could do anything but other than starfish. Like, literally, my body, just in a starfish, half fucking naked, in the house for 2 weeks because I'm like, I can't move. If I try to do any chores, I'll work up a sweat. Can't do it. If I try to film a video, I'll have to turn on the filming lights. Hell no. Lights equal heat. Not gonna do it. Penelope, tell him. Tell him, Penelope. Not gonna do it. Didn't do it. So, I was in survival mode there. I don't know how the ancestors did it. And I like the heat, okay? I am uncomfortable when the temperature drops below 75 degrees Fahrenheit. I love the heat. But try 2 weeks at 91 degrees and trying to sleep in that shit. Oh no. So thank y'all for your patience while I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. Teddy was just in here. I guess he walked out now. He was licking walls because that's my special son right there. First son. Licking walls. I don't have any human babies. He got neutered as well. So it's been a time. But we're here. And we're ready to dig into whatever the fuck is left of June 2022 as far as predictions goes. So, better late than pregnant, but better late than never. And here we go. Let me go ahead and pull up these cards and move this microphone right here. And again, all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? All alleged, just my interpretation. We're just going to take a look at whatever the hell is left of June 2022 to find out what do we need to know about June 2022? What can we be told about whatever is left of June 2022? By way of predictions. As usual, this is going to be open internationally because we have international viewers here whom we love. I love you. Love you, mean it. And so we're going to be taking a look into politics, economy, health and wellness, whatever the hell else. And as usual, there will be a Perk Squad extended. So, for people who don't know what the Perk Squad is our channel members. So you can get 5 extra perks or more, really, on the Perk Squad, including you get weekly forecasts. So even while I haven't been able to do these videos, I've still been doing the weekly forecast. So Perk Squad's been getting weekly forecasts. Perk Squad's been getting their own interactive posts. They get their own videos. So like today, Perk Squad, you're going to get an extended video with anything else that we don't cover here that we need to know about June 2022. You're going to get all of that. Also, video shout outs like this one. Shout out to you, Sarah Ann. Thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. We are happy to have you here. So thank you. Shout out to you, Sarah Ann. Awesome. So, instead of doing the normal way where I would kind of break it out thing by thing, I'm just going to jump right straight up into this and see what do we need to know about June 2022, about what's left of June 2022 at the time of filming this. So let's see what we've got here that we can take a peek at. Very interesting that they're starting here. Wow, okay, so we're starting with a lot of different kind of cups going on here. A lot of different kind of cups. So it's interesting here that what we're starting on is not even world happenings. What we're starting on here is very internal. Now, the cards, they're probably going to tell me later about all kinds of shit going on in the world. That's what they do. But right now, apparently this is a big enough deal that they wanted this to go first. So this is going first. All right, we're letting this start first. This is an emotional card, and then 2 swords cards. Is this boy under this desk eating cords? Hey, Teddy. No way. Hold on. Let me pause this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Videoing this on my phone to show you. Yeah. Okay. You were under there doing what? Yeah. You were under there doing fucking what? No. So, here, y'all. Can I do it up here? Yeah. That's what this boy was doing just now. He was under the desk doing fuckery. He was back there. Like, you can't hardly tell, but like under the desk, way back there, as in behind the wall, way back there, chewing cords where I didn't even know he was in the room. I thought he had left. Teddy, get your ass over here. Come here. Come here. Teddy, come here. Come here. Say, I'm sorry for interrupting your video. I'm sorry for interrupting your June 2022 predictions reading, as if you haven't had enough interruptions with air conditioning and all this other stuff to make it take longer. Say, I'm sorry for interrupting. Sorry. I apologize. Wearing my diaper. Handsome boy in my diaper. Need to go to groomer and get my little first clip. Alright. Okay, go about your business, Teddy. Alright, sorry. That surprised me. That literally right under my desk, he was apparently trying to chew cords back there. I didn't even know he was still in the room. I thought he had been gone this entire time. So that kind of took me by surprise. Shenanigans in the middle of the video. So you see, I can't fucking film. I can't do nothing here without getting interrupted or having weird shit happen. I'm not even going to edit this out. Sorry, you're just going to have to deal with this. This is what my life has become. This is why you're not getting videos and why you can't get clean, unedited videos, because this is the shit. My brain is going to shit. So, emotional. We got 2 swords over here, but all of this other stuff is emotional. We're starting emotional here. Apparently, it's a very, very big deal that they want to tell us about the rest of June 2022. When I see this, what this is looking like, I'm going to be perfectly fucking honest. And honestly, I probably need to take this medicine myself, what I'm about to say. But this is saying that self-care is not a luxury, it is a responsibility this month. As in, the tail end of this month is gonna be very active personally. So whether or not there's gonna be a lot going on the world stage externally, we are gonna be so overwhelmed with internal and emotional matters within ourselves that we're gonna be like, oh, what's going on in the news? You know, what celebrity, what, government leader, what war around the world, we're gonna be almost to some degree oblivious to some of the things happening on the broader stage, because we're not going to have time to notice all of that, or brain space to notice all of that with all the stuff that's going to be going on in our own lives. We're going to be so consumed by our own life happenings that it's going to be like, I kind of can't follow all that, at least not in the way that I used to. So that's what we're looking at the end of June 2022. And when I say self-care, let me hop on my soapbox for just a second here. I don't mean shit like take a bubble bath, go color, go on a walk. I'm not saying those things are bad, and if those things really feed your spirit, do those things. But I'm just saying, the last time that somebody told me, hey, take a bubble bath for fucking self-care when my daddy died, I was like, okay, fuck it. Yeah, I'll take a bubble bath for self-care. I haven't done that since I was a kid. So I took a bubble bath for self-care, got a fucking UTI, got a urinary tract infection, a UTI. I'm like, so that doesn't work for everybody, okay? Okay, when I say self-care is a responsibility here, I mean whatever it takes for you to be a healed, happy, non-toxic adult. So when I'm saying that here, they're showing If there's something going on within you and you're miserable, why are you miserable? Figure it the fuck out and do something about it. Is there something going on emotionally that's a problem with you? Figure it the fuck out, do something about it. Is there something going on with you in your relationships? Whether they're romantic relationships or whether it's with your family members or whether it's with your colleagues. Figure it out, do something about it. And they're saying that for the end of June as being of high importance, because y'all know, for those of y'all who've watched this channel forever, y'all know, do they ever out the gate jump into this? No. I don't know if they've ever once out the gate jumped into something like this that's personal rather than just doing regular predictions in a monthly predictions video. They don't do that. So that means this is important. That means it doesn't go just in your ear right now and then you're like, yeah, that's good, that's right, I'll try to figure out how to do that, and then go out the other ear and you don't do it. This is not the time for that. You know that's what you want to do, Linda. I'm just calling people out. I don't know any Lindas. I do know a Linda, but okay. You get what I'm saying here. You get what I'm saying. This is not the time to just gloss over this. This is not the time to be like, well, I don't have time for that. You better fucking make time for it or the universe is going to make time for it. And I guarantee you'd rather be the one choosing when, how, and where to make time for it than for the universe to figure that out for you. I guarantee it. So do that first. Okay, they're like, it doesn't have to be that emotionally hard. You will have ideas. This is something that will bring you emotional release, emotional fulfillment, emotional health. You can't be balanced unless you do it. You can't be happy unless you do it. You won't be able to see all these gifts we're sending you until you deal with this cup here. So I'm just telling you, it is a responsibility to do this month. And it is more than just, I want to eat comfort food because it makes me happy. I want to watch TV because it makes me happy. Self-care is a bubble bath. It's more than that. It's where are things feeling wrong in your physical body, in your emotional body, in your mental body, within your relationships? Where is it that things don't feel good, that things feel bad, that things feel wrong, out of whack, not up to par, not your ideal? And figure out what is at the root of that and what are you going to do about it. Like, that is what I mean by self-care. Taking care of yourself. Because we know, apparently, for them to jump out the gate with this, apparently, some of the things that are going to come down the pipeline later this year, we need ourselves to be well, happy, and healthy as much as that is possible, and we need to prioritize that even if our life structures don't prioritize that. If your life structures don't prioritize that and don't allow for that, you need to restructure. And that ain't gonna be easy. Not for everybody, but it seems to be very important and very worth it. You can't be a healthy, happy person living in a sick and defunct structure. So if we got to change the structures that we're living in and stuff, then let's figure out what can we do. There's always some sort of choice, always something within our power, even in the most difficult of situations. And if you're not entirely sure, I've got tarot readings on my website. I've started putting life coaching on my website because I've had a ton of people in the last 2 weeks be like, I really enjoy this tarot reading, but man, if you could do like counseling or life coaching or something like that, I'd be all for that. And so even if I am a licensed mental health clinician, which I don't even know if I said at the beginning of this, I just dove straight on in. Even if I am, I don't do clinical counseling over the internet, to people who are not in my jurisdiction. I just don't do it. But I can do life coaching, which is separate, but can share some similarities. So that's on my website for if anybody feels like they can use that in here. Don't have to. I'm just throwing that out there. But apparently this is a big deal. Has me a little bit nervous as to what might be to come, but it's good to know that this is what's going to set us on the right path. This is what's going to set us in a good direction. This is what's going to help prepare us and get us ready for that. And we want to see that. We want to see that. So let's see if I can pull these up and kind of revert their focus back and see where we can go from there. Alrighty. Let's see where we can go from there. So June 2022 predictions. What do we need to know? Spirit guides and angels. What can we know? What are we allowed to know for June 2022? All right, let's see. Interesting. Ooh. Well, damn. Well, damnatious. Okay, so, All right, I'm just going to say it. I just say what I see. I can't squeeze things out of the cards that they're not telling me, but I also don't hold back when I see things. I say things. These two cards, even that one a little bit as well, are kind of screaming that there could be something in June about to drop that feels evidence-y. So let's say that there have been certain things going on that we may have thought about, wondered about, had rumors about, whatever, but there's not clear proof of it or things like that. It looks like we're going to have some little truth bombs kind of going off. So sometime in June, we might be getting some breadcrumbs, we'll call it that, where it's like, oh, now there's a trail to follow to figure out what it was here that people had been holding back from us, that had not been made public, that was not completely accurate or true in its previous presentation. Now we're starting to see some nuggets of that drop. So dropping a nugget over here. Dropping a nugget in a way that is going to be a bit of a painful ending for some folks. Some folks aren't going to be able to come back from this, whether it's going to ruin their career, whether it's going to embarrass them, whether it's going to make them look bad in front of their peers, whether it's going to make them feel a bit like, okay, now do we have to be outcasted? Dropping some nuggets. This is going to be a hard pill for some people to swallow. This is not always the best card. Same with this one, like after it. This is like, well, that's not what I wanted to hear. And that really bothers me. I didn't expect that from those people. I didn't think that that's how that would be. You know, that really burst my bubble. So, you know, maybe not everybody will be happy to see this, hear this, know of this. But wouldn't we rather know the truth of things or know what we're really working with than some beautiful lie? I would. I think a lot of people would. And then the Empress card, very interesting, being sandwiched right in the fucking middle of all this. Right in the middle of all this. This is fertile soil. It's like they're saying, now is the time. So it's almost as if there's some sort of a shift going on and happening in the universe, that now is the time for things to start to drop, for breadcrumbs to start to pop up. It's like before, things weren't ready for whatever reason. Things weren't ready, but now things are starting to become ready. It's starting to become time. We're planting seeds and we're able to watch them grow. This is that fertile soil. It's like, all right, if people are going to come out and speak a little, come out and speak a little. If people want to come out and tiptoe around this, share a little bit of proof, share a little something, it's time to start doing. So we're going to see that kind of begin this month in June 2022. So it might be just little pockets for now. May not be a huge whole spectacle for now. I don't know, maybe it will be, but it might not be. But what it will be is the beginning of this. So we're going to see this start to ramp up from here. This is the beginning, and it's going to start to build for the rest of this year is what this feels like. Honestly, probably beyond that, but at least right now, since we're looking at 2022 level predictions, then it feels like I can at least guarantee that within this year, we're going to see more of that type of activity, at least within the year, and probably beyond. So, all right, let's see. let's get a little bit, tell us a little bit more about some nuggets. Ooh. So, death card on that. So, some nuggets. This is a twofer type of card. So this is like some nuggets as in certain things that needed to change, but they weren't because certain people that maybe had the power or the money didn't want them to change, and so they stayed the same. That's kind of what this is about. So we're looking at some power dynamics. We're looking at some important people. We're looking at people who have the ability to keep things under lock and key and stuff like that. So we're looking at power dynamics here about the reasons around this, but also with the death card being in reverse, I would be remiss to say if some of this stuff that comes out has to do with people who have game overed, lost their lives. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on this video. To something because of this. So it's like, this could be a lot of different things. So this could be bad government policies. This could be, certain things people were working on behind the scenes in, health and wellness, whether it be about viruses or, things like that. I know that's been stuff that people have been wondering about and talking about. It could be policies and things relating to other stuff that has contributed to loss of life. So things around immigration and borders and things like that could come into play here. This really could be an umbrella term, and I hesitate to say it's one particular thing because remember, this looks like it's a seeded movement that's kind of starting now and furthering out. And so I don't know that this is speaking to any one particular thing. I think this is kind of talking about pulling the lid off and giving some breadcrumbs to multiple different types of things. I don't think we're talking about just one thing here. So all right, so before we get in trouble and get this damn video removed, let's pull this up and look at some more things. Okay, let's pull this up and look at some more things. What else are we allowed to know about June 2022? All right, spirit guides, what else are we allowed to know about June 2022? One more shuffle to see. All right. Let's see. Okay. Huh. Ooh. Really? Okay. Want some context cards over on you. Oh, interesting. Context on you and context on you. Okay, so. Oh, geez Louise. So. Somewhere in the world, we're fixing to have some chaos here at the end of June. Okay. Lord, don't let it be my country. No, I don't want to wish that on anybody else's country either. Just so tired of things in my own. But, all right. So we got a couple of different things going on here. First of all, there is a potential up here to have some relationship issues, and I don't mean our own private stuff now. We're talking about bigger scale things. So I'm talking about if you were to see, like some sort of trouble in paradise between a very public couple, whether it's a couple in politics, whether it's a couple in, like in terms of celebrities, whether it, I don't know, but there's some trouble in paradise here in some couples. Looks like it could actually be more than one couple, which is why this is interesting. I don't know what that's about, where things could be made public. I already know that there's been a lot of stuff with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. I don't know that this would necessarily be a continuance of that, although it could be part of that. But seems like there would be more than just that if that was part of this. And I don't know the extent that this would be quite as big and loud and verbose as the issues, as their personal issues that put on blast. But let's say there was a divorce between a big couple, or let's say, somebody came out and talked about, how we're separating, or how we've had some arguments, or, to some big couple, or something coming out where they're not on the same page, or, oh, what about the rumor mill between this couple, or whatever. There's something with a couple, and maybe a couple couples in June. So that's interesting that they're bringing that up. I wonder, how does that affect the price of beans in China, as people say, when you're wondering why the fuck is that relevant or important here. But apparently there's some relevance and or importance to this here, or else it would not have come up here. The relevance and importance could be entertainment alone. I don't know. We're fixing to find out. Y'all, I am in a mood today. Can you tell? Can you tell? Oh, Lord. Okay, so down here, this is the one that I was like, oh, hell, there's going to be some chaos. Because when I'm looking down here, something in June, I know y'all are peeping this justice card in reverse. That means something being unfair, not okay, real shitty, real bad, real whatever. I get it. This can also mean when things are like, is that legal? Are we sure that that's legal? Are we sure that's the best way to provide legal opinion? So that's when this shit is iffy. When this shit is iffy at best. At best. And what makes it worse is we get this Ace of Pentacles on top of it. Y'all, this is a damn coin. Coin. This is a coin. A coin card. Y'all, I can't help myself. This is how I talk. This is a coin card. AKA money. AKA what the fuck is money and justice doing together? It's theoretically not supposed to go that way. I'm dropping shit. Theoretically, it is not supposed to go that way. You're not supposed to have those two together, because why would money be influencing justice and laws and rules and policies and fairness? It shouldn't. Those two should be separate. Are they separate in real life? I heard you say no. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. This is Blue's Clues. Whatever. Steve got nothing on me, okay? So, yeah, they're together here. So I wonder if this has to do with some of the nuggets coming out too about justice and money being linked. I wonder if that does. That would be nice if that ends up being one of the things that comes out in the future, whether it's in June or whether it's later on. That would be nice. But there's something here where it's clogging up the system. Things that can pay are able to dictate policies, laws, legal opinions, judgments, and stuff that are going to be made. The thing here with this is, I'm going to remove these for a second so you can see this. We see people trying to put distance between themselves and something, and the government looking real fucking shitty because of it. Like, you got egg on your face. You look like a clown right now. As in, government, y'all know, this is my government institutions, things like that. The government will look like clowns with egg on their face as this stuff starts to progress, even if they try to distance themselves from it and be like, this isn't really my issue, this isn't really what I'm supposed to be working on, this is because of that, or this or that, or it's their thing, or whatever, point for blame, pass the buck, whatever you want to do. People aren't going to be having that anymore. They're not going to have it. And that's what these cards right here are showing. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Literally, we're only missing one other ace in the deck, the Ace of Cups. We've literally got every single other suit of aces here. This is the beginning. Aces are one cards, you know, ace 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like aces are the beginning of something. This is the beginning of something big here. This is the beginning of something big here. Whether or not we will be able to see how big that is here in June, or it won't be more obvious until later, I don't know. I don't know how long it'll take before shit's obvious. But this is the beginning of something here. This is beginning in terms of mental, beginning in terms of physically doing something and having the passion behind it. And this is the beginning in terms of all those tangible things. And so it's like shit's about to start coming together. People are about to start some big steps and some big fights towards things, and that's gonna shake out in a very real and, again, potentially chaotic way. That stuff begins now. That stuff begins now. This is probably why they talked about all that self-care stuff at the beginning. So if you skip past that because you thought you didn't need to listen to that, now that you're seeing all this, you really need to go back and listen to that, because that tells you how to prepare for this that starts towards the end of this month. Now, again, will it be big and obvious this month? I don't know. This is a process. When things start, sometimes it's not as noticeable when it's just a little one. And it gets more noticeable as it grows to a 2 or a 3 or a 4 and, you know, starts to build from there. So, just throwing it out, heads up. That's a big heads up for the rest of this calendar year. Because if this is starting something, hell, we got, 6-7 months left this year? I mean, woo! Alright, y'all. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask what else, if anything, we need to know about June 2022 in the Perk Squad video. So Perk Squad, that's coming up. If you're not a member of the Perk Squad, the blue join button below or the link in the description box. And again, if you'd like a private reading with me, my website is down below at BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can get a private reading. If you feel like you need a tune-up because you're like, okay, listen, my health and wellness needs an energetic tune-up, I've got Reiki Energy Healing Sessions. And again, also, there's life coaching sessions as well. If you're like, listen, being human is hard enough. I don't want to have to figure it out all on my own. Boom, got that for you as well. So, you got options here. We're trying to team up and help people all together. So those are available there on my website. Perk Squad, I'm coming at you for what else we can know about June 2022. And for the rest of you percolators, I'm going to have some kind of puppy shenanigans or something here on the end of this video. So if you want to close with puppies, if puppies are going to help you spirit here, then wait. I got some puppies coming for you. All right. So don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Believe me. Bye, y'all.
Alex, I want you to know, I took this animal out to potty, and I saw her. I saw Chantilly, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I go walk in here, like 15 minutes later, open up the closet door, which was shut. And found your sons. We'll put them back the way that you left them. They've been in there like that for at least 30 minutes. Yeah, I guess that means y'all don't care to come out. They both look at me like, and? Okay then.